Fridays at the stick. From who's got it better than us to brick by brick. It's always the 49ers way, from off-season to game day. Yeah, we talk back. It's the 49ers Cutback.
It's 49ers Cutback Podcast time. Welcome to the news update show. Lots of news coming out of Santa Clara, a little bit from Philadelphia as well, as the 49ers continue to prep for the NFC Championship game to play against the Philadelphia Eagles. Injury reports are coming out. Kyle Shanahan spoke with the media today on a variety of different topics. Some of the players spoke as well. We're going to get into what Kyle Shanahan had to say and which players are to be concerned about for this game and what Kyle Shanahan feels about, each of them as, potential for them to be in or out for the game this week. It all starts with Deebo Samuel. Deebo Samuel's added to the injury report. Of course, coming out on Monday, Kyle Shanahan had 3 players on the injury report. Charles Omenihu with the oblique, Christian McCaffrey with the calf, and Elijah Mitchell with the groin. Those were what came out of the game. Well, now Deebo Samuel has been listed on the injury report with an ankle. What Kyle Shanahan said, it was just, too sore for him to be able to go today. So they're cautious about it because they didn't feel he could actually go. So that means they had to sit him out. Deebo Samuel spoke with the media, though, and he said he is going to be good to go. It was more precautionary than anything, but that, the ankle was bothering him a little bit. So he's, they're just taking cautious time with Deebo Samuel, making sure he's healthy, making sure he's ready to go for this huge matchup against the Eagles on Sunday. So is it a little bit of a worry? Yes, but in the grand scheme of things, it looks like it's more precautionary than anything, and we can expect to see Deebo Samuel out there for the NFC Championship game on Sunday. Christian McCaffrey did miss practice with the calf. During the season, he's dealt with a variety of different things, most notably the knee irritation that he was dealing with for some of the season. But the calf contusion kept him out of practice. With a contusion, it can be very difficult to be able to run and those sort of things until it somewhat heals. So I'm sure this is precautionary as well. When asked, Kyle Shanahan said all of his players, that have been listed on the injury report would be expected to play. And because of how important this NFC Championship game is, there is no tomorrow. If you lose, every single one of them should play. But it's something to monitor through the week. He said there was no guarantees that these guys would be able to play, just optimism that they will be able to go. So Christian McCaffrey dealing with the calf. We'll see if he's back out at practice on Thursday. If he is, then there'll be feeling a lot better in San Francisco about the running back room, because Elijah Mitchell also missed practice with the groin. The groin is bothering him the Monday after the game, and so now the 49ers were listed him as day-to-day. He did miss practice. I think we got to keep him in the same light as Christian McCaffrey. As the week goes on, does he become a limited participant in practice? Is this just really precautionary? We'll find out. The one thing we do know is Kyle said he expects him to play. How much of that is true, don't know. But the good news is Elijah Mitchell, I guarantee if he can get out there, he's going to get out there. And he was able to finish that game on Sunday. The fact that these players were able to finish the game on Sunday is good news for the San Francisco 49ers. Now, the next story is not an injury report, even though Charles Omenihu was dealing with an oblique. Of course, Charles Omenihu was then arrested on Monday night for domestic violence. He was arrested, released, and has not been charged yet. Kyle Shanahan spoke to the media, said they expect Charles Omenihu to play against the Philadelphia Eagles. He said the organization has looked into the matter and that they feel that he's not, should not be kicked off this team, should be a member of the team right now, and they don't feel that what happened so far has warranted any further action. The NFL also weighed in on this, saying that right now his status is that he is able to play. So there's investigations going on from the NFL and from the San Francisco 49ers, and Charles Omenihu expected to be playing against the Philadelphia Eagles. We'll see if the district attorney for Santa Clara County ends up pressing charges. But until then, I think it's a holding pattern. And that's, kind of how the 49ers are going about it, just waiting to see and letting the legal process play out. Kyle Shanahan also spoke about Jimmy Garoppolo because, of course, Jimmy was to have x-rays on Tuesday. Kyle Shanahan said he did have x-rays on Tuesday, but then revealed he's not expected to be available for the NFC Championship game. So there was hope and optimism, especially from 49ers fan base and some media members, that Jimmy Garoppolo would be ready to go for the NFC Championship game. I was one of those that thought that was potential timetable for him to be able to come back, but it's not. So will that mean he would be available if the 49ers beat Philadelphia for the Super Bowl? That would give him 2 more weeks to potentially be ready to go and able to help the 49ers in whatever capacity they needed him, whether that was a backup quarterback or whatever. So I think as of right now, we kind of know where Jimmy Garoppolo stands. There should be no more talk of Jimmy as far as this week with the NFC Championship game. It's on Brock Purdy. It's on Josh Johnson and that quarterback room. And now the team knows how to move forward. And I think that with Jimmy, when he's ready, he'll go. And if he's never ready for the season, then, the 49ers know they're rolling with Brock Purdy. And if he's injured, it'll be Josh Johnson, not Jimmy Garoppolo. So we'll see how it all plays out. But thank you all for joining me for the news update episode. Interesting news coming out of Santa Clara. Some things to keep monitoring with Deebo, McCaffrey, Elijah Mitchell. Those things we'll all be watching. If there's more news that comes out, come right back to 49ers Cutback. There will be a new news update episode when that comes. If you like the video, give it a like. I really appreciate that. If you like what we do on the channel, give it a subscription. Really appreciate that too. Lots of subscriptions coming lately. We thank everyone that's been joining the 49ers Cutback crew. But until the next time, stay safe and remember the right way is always the 49ers way.